Hello.
Oh, hi. Hi, Darshna. Yes, hang on just one sec. Start video. All right. Great. Hey, yeah, sorry about last time. Yeah.
No worries, no worries. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So what's up?
So I was kind of confused about I've been like very confused about pointers, and I'm just not understanding like what's the point of like dereferencing the pointer. I was watching a YouTube video about the new and delete operators with pointers, and uh I I don't understand the point of dereferencing and like that kind of thing.
All right. So I think you're probably just getting stuck on the terminology dereferencing, and it's the very useless thing to get stuck on. The better thing to do is just understand what a pointer is, and people can call it by different names. Someone will call it dereferencing, someone will call it applying the star operator, all those things, right? So it just goes by different names. So don't get stuck on these names, because that is the best way to get confused. So what is a pointer? A pointer is just an address in memory.
Yeah.
And so if it's an address can also be a variable, right? Because I could have an envelope that is blank. I can have your address on it. I could have Adam's address on it. I could have anyone's address on it. So the address, so I can have a variable, which is itself an address, but it could be any address. I could keep changing the address too. Yes? So address is also, you can just treat as a kind of variable that you can go up, down, subtract, add, and so on and so forth. Yes?
Yeah.
So addresses can be sent to someone. So if I send you an address, meaning, I send you an address, usually I don't send it to you saying, well, here's an address, read the address and tell me what the address is. No, I tell you, here's the address, go to the address and look at what's in there and talk to the people in the house or get the package and bring it back or something like that. Yes?
Yeah.
So if I pass you a pointer, that means it doesn't mean that I'm giving you this address in memory that's a 4873X, right? I'm giving you an address, but go to the address and get the contents and look at the contents and do stuff with it. That is my intent. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, because I can send a whole house in the mail. I'll just send the address of the house, and you can go to the house and find out. Yes?
Yeah. Okay. And so basically what exactly is dereferencing it then? It's just like
that's what I said, dereferencing, when people talk about dereferencing and shit like that, most of these people who use terms along without really knowing it end up confusing themselves, and they don't know what they're talking about, and they confuse other people too, right? Forget about dereferencing and things like that. What most people mean when they say dereferencing, or at least the experts mean when they say dereferencing, right? So because there's lots of experts talking about dereferencing when they don't know what it is, right? What the experts mean when they talk about dereferencing is, you have an address, go to the address and get the contents. A reference to a reference. No, don't take notes. This is all recorded. You can watch the video later. Okay, right? What a reference to something means the address of something. So if I want a reference to Darshna, I want your address. Yes.
Yeah.
That gives me a reference. It doesn't give me Darshna. It just gives me an address. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So that is a reference. Now, how can I get you instead of your address? Then I have to get the contents of the address, not the address itself. Yes? Okay, so I got the reference, but I got it the opposite of reference. Like your log and e to the x. It is the opposite, x and 1 over x. It is the opposite. Referencing is the opposite of dereferencing.
Oh, okay.
Right, so when people say dereference, ask them what it actually means, right? It basically says go to the address and get the stuff. That's all. Yeah?
Okay.
Does it make a lot more sense?
Yeah, I guess I didn't. You're right. I didn't understand the terminology, so I was just getting really mixed
That's
up.
what I said. Okay, don't get hung up on the terminology. It's the worst thing that can happen to computer science people, because anyone who seeks knowledge, essentially, right? Anyone who seeks knowledge but is getting hung up on the names and forms is basically doomed, because they can't look past the names and forms.
Yeah.
Okay, the truth is actually behind. You got to look past it. And these names and forms of dereferencing and shit like that. This is jargons people throw around to feel, elite. So just go cut through the chase and go right to the core of the matter. You'll see it's just, getting the contents of the address. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. I just wanted to know what the concept behind that was.
Now, is it clear now?
Yes, now that's clear.
That's all it means.
That's very
Yeah,
simple. Okay.
yeah, it's not complicated. It's people think it's complicated, and then it becomes complicated all of a sudden. Many things in computer science, people say, I want to learn Django or something like that. Okay, and then someone says, Django is really complicated, and they think it's complicated, and then it becomes complicated because there's so many API calls and all these things, right? But it is complicated because people think it's complicated. But if you go in with the mindset that it's actually simple, because all I need is a web server and something to interpret some script files. That's all, right? You can do it in PHP, you can do it in Python, you can do it anything you want. Then, okay, well, maybe so people say Django does it. So let me see what it does. And you'll see that you'll understand 99% of it that is necessary for your needs immediately. And when people say it's complicated and too many things in it, they're talking about the 1% that most people are not even going to use. Something like that, I don't know. All right. But I'm saying, just don't get hung up on these jargons, especially in the Bay Area. Okay. I've seen many people fall prey to that. Okay. They just look at people that have lots and lots of abbreviations on their resumes and say, well, people know all this stuff. No, but that is useless. A really knowledgeable person wouldn't put abbreviations. They'll say, I've done this. That's all. You go and take a look. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Best of luck for your, so you're on Quest 9 right now?
No, I'm not on Quest 9 right now. It's just
right.
based on the classes.
Keep blowing ahead, okay? Keep blowing ahead. So same deal that I mentioned to the other students in class applies to you too, obviously. If you just keep trying every day, it won't freeze for you at all until the very last day I have to submit my grades. That is usually one day after the final exam. Okay?
Okay.
But for students who basically just say, I'm done with it and stop questing suddenly, for them, their question scores will freeze.
No, I've been working on it
Yeah, I know you've been working. That's why I'm talking to you and all. Trying to. I want to make sure that your enthusiasm doesn't flag. Okay, so you just need to keep it up and keep flowing through.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you know for my participation like last week and before I was very sick actually. That's why I wasn't.
Hey, don't worry about it. Okay, just
yeah.
do your best. Just do your best, and then post some reasonable stuff and on the Reddit also.
Okay, I'll do that. Yes.
You posted before, so I've seen those things. Just keep it up, and you've been participating in class and everything, so I don't have any problems. Okay, don't worry about it.
Thank
So
you.
you just have to do the best you can on your quests and study for the final. And hopefully
I have
you'll
a
also
question for studying for the final. I saw somewhere I saw there was the practice questions for the final. There's the practice quiz. Is that put into the grades or is that just for our
no, it doesn't affect your grade. It'll open up tomorrow. This is like 5 questions. Fine.
Okay.
If you've done a midterm, it's exactly the same. Okay.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the practice final so much.
I just wanted to use it, like I want to use all my resources that are available.
It'll open up tomorrow, I think. It'll stay open until the day before the final.
Okay.
Yeah. Take that. Don't like I said, just you have to hang up it. What are your plans? Are you planning to major in computer science or computer science side thing?
I want to
doesn't
major
matter.
in computer science.
You are majoring in computer science?
I want to tag in 2 years. This is my first year in Foothill, and I want to tag to.
You want to do tag so you can go to UCLA. I see. Technically, you don't have to go to UCLA, but lots of students want to go there. But some of my 2B and 2C students are in UCLA right now. So you should talk to them before you go there. What they described to me is that the climate is not so learning friendly. It's more achievement friendly. So people are not learning so much as just scoring high points.
Yeah, I've seen my friend, a few of my friends go there. They're saying the same thing. That's why I know their courses are really like good. I've heard a lot of things about their courses.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. It's one of the top colleges that paid by a lot by the
that's
government.
why I'm like trying to lean towards I'm actually leaning towards UC Santa Barbara for like engineering maybe. I'm debating because I've heard they have better like results with their students. Like the people I know are doing better in their careers.
Yeah, I heard that too. In fact, that was my daughter's I think I remember. I don't know. Maybe I'm right, but I think she can confirm it. If you ever meet her. That was my daughter's rationale for picking UCSB
Okay.
over the colleges down south,
Yeah.
because she got admitted in both, and then or something like that. I don't know. I told her, don't go. Just stay here. I'll teach you everything you want to know. Right? Um, so anyway, but she wanted to learn it from a different person or different persons. So she said, the culture apparently, all my friends tell me is more toxic there. I don't want to go there because I want to learn and not just get high, whatever
Yeah.
that is. Yeah. So I talk, Aileen Chan. Okay, Aileen. I think Obed. They're all in
How
my
do I
2B and
find their contact information?
yeah, they're on Reddit. You just
Okay,
call them.
got it.
Yeah, Aileen, and you can talk to them about you. Aileen, you should keep in mind that Aileen does have a negative opinion about. So before you talk to her, you should keep that in mind. But Obed basically graduated from there, and he's also working there in the superconducting department. So he's
Okay.
there. So he's in my 2C right now, so you can talk to him. There's a whole bunch of students. Those are the only two I know, right, from UCLA. So you can talk to them. But you can do the TAC program and go. But that means you should also do 2B and 2C here, because I think UCLA and UCSB they're both
I'm
C plus
planning
plus.
to do both of them, yes.
Yeah, they're C plus plus, right?
Yes.
UCLA and UCSB are both C plus plus.
Yes. They
Yeah,
are.
yeah, yeah. Not Java, because I know even UCB is C plus plus, but
Both of
there's a
them.
couple of UCs that are Java. I'm pretty sure there's a couple that are Java.
Yeah, I think Berkeley and I think Berkeley and Davis are
Python
Java.
works for all of them. Python works for all of them. Yes,
Okay, yes.
I think so.
I
Yeah,
think
but
most of them are C plus plus and Java though.
I
I
see.
don't know. I haven't checked
I
for
don't know.
Python.
I don't keep track of these things. But definitely. So you are doing my 2B or someone else's 2B?
I
Doesn't matter. You can do someone
I'm
else's
not
2B. That's fine.
100% sure. I think
It
it's
doesn't matter
someone
whose
else.
2B you do. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Just do all the green quests.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if you do my 2C, you'll get credit for both the blue and green again. So
Mhm.
plus, even if you're not planning to do my 2C, do the green and red quests. Okay. I think it'll greatly benefit you, especially since you think you're going to computer science.
The green
Okay.
quest.
And you
Okay.
have all the help, you just post on Reddit like as usual, just like any other student. And someone else will answer it just like we do usually. So
Yes.
you can feel totally at home there. So I would say whether you're doing these classes or not, just keep questioning.
Yes, I will. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it. And
All right. All right. Best of luck. Okay.
thank you. Bye.
See ya. Bye.